Hello, how's everyone doing today? Awesome, that's what I like to hear. You know, I would complain, but nobody will listen to me anyway. You know what? Nobody cares. So, today we're going to talk about what to get your special someone for Christmas. I know the holidays are coming up, and I was thinking about that today, and I was looking, and here on my wall is this portrait that was given to me by a young lady named Hisayu Yamanaka. This was given to me back in 1988. I was 21 years old. I was working at Greyhound at the time, and I met her. She was traveling through, and she was going back to Japan in about 3 days. So we only had 3 days to get to know each other. So for 3 days, I got to know her. We had what you would call a romantic weekend. That's all you need to know. Then she went back home to Japan. We tried staying in touch, you know, and this is one of the things that she gave me. And 34 years later, it's still hanging on my wall. 34 years later, I still have it. I never forgot her. I will always remember her. And I still kept some of the letters that she gave me, like this one here. This is a picture of her and her family. Okay. So you're thinking, well, the holidays coming, what do I give my special someone? Or maybe there's a young lady you like and you're trying to impress her. And I can tell you this, women are not for sale. You want to get her something special. Hisayu gave me this poster 34 years ago. It got me to thinking. 34 years later, I never forgot her, and it's still on my wall. So it's kind of like giving somebody something that would last forever. So I'm thinking that's a good idea. You should get your special someone something that would last forever. And it's even better if you make it with your two hands. For instance, I was married to my late wife for at least 12 years before she passed away, and it was her birthday just a couple days ago on the 27th. Sunday was her birthday, and I would come home, and over the 12 years we were together, she would write me love letters. I still have 3 of them right here. They're still in the envelopes. I've kept them. I've treasured them. I've got many more just like it. I would come home and sometimes they're in an envelope, or sometimes it'll just be a letter written on the desk, how much she loves me. And throughout the 12 years, she's probably wrote 50, 60 of them. This is one of them. See, to my love. That should tell you what kind of husband that I was. I've got men today that ask me all the time, why is it their women never do this for them? Can you see that? To my sexy Jeremiah. See that? Yeah. There's another one just like it. To my sexy Jeremiah. See? That's the kind of husband that I was for 12 years. That's the kind of love that we had for each other. And if I ever fall in love again, I'll probably repeat this process. There's something that I did that men today don't know how to do. Let me ask you this, guys. You say you never get letters like this from your woman. Well, what have you done for them? I mean, what effort have you put into it? Well, I get up and go to work. Well, yeah, but what have you done for them? Have you done anything special? Do you get her a gift just because? Do you make it yourself? You know, it's better when you make it yourself. These letters were handwritten by my late wife. Over the years, 12 years, I probably got at least 60 of these. 60. Minimum, at least. And so I got them not just once or a fluke. I got them all the time. And that should reflect the kind of husband that I was. And I have another friend named Sandra and she made something very special for me. Now, she made this herself with her own two hands. Now, it's really special, and just like Hisayu, I'll never forget her. We knew each other for a couple of years, and lately Sandra's been really, really busy, and even if she moves on and moves out of state, I'll never forget her. She did something very, very special. I'll never forget. I always treasure her friendship, and this is what she made for me. I want you to see this. She put a lot of work, thought, and effort into this. Look at that. Look how pretty that is. See that? See that? Can you see that? Look at that. I'll see if I can get it. She made that, and this right here, you see, she put my name on it, just like that. Isn't that cool? Isn't that neat? Isn't that special? That is so awesome what she did. Nothing beats a handmade gift. It's far superior to anything that anybody could make, that anybody can just go to Walmart and buy. Or go to Amazon, scroll, point, click, done. No thought put into it. No thought whatsoever. I have a friend of mine, and he did something very special for the woman he loved. Do you know what he did? Now, they didn't get together at that moment in time until about 2 years later. But do you know what he did? He built her a set of dresser drawers that he made with his two hands. He sawed the lumber, he created, he measured it all. It was not a Walmart kit. He built that dresser drawer with his two hands. He handcrafted all the craftsmanship and artwork that went into that dresser drawer. And do you know what? 2 years later, the girl that he made it for, he's trying to impress her, but she already had a boyfriend. Well, that 80% of relationships fail anyway. But 2 years later, they met again. She remembered those dresser drawers that he gave her. And every time she used it, she would always remember him. She never forgot. Now they're a couple. Now they're together. But he sowed the seed in order to have a harvest. He sowed his seed. He built her that set of dresser drawers. And 2 years later, they're now together. Isn't that a cool story? True story. I know someone that did that. And he's a great craftsman. And you may say, well, I'm not a craftsman. There might be something you can do. Something you can make with your two hands. Now, in the last video I was talking to you, I showed you the house where I grew up as a kid. My dad, my brother, and myself built all those buildings. Mostly my dad and my brother. I did have a hand in a lot of it except for the garage. There's the garage that was built. I wasn't there when that was done. But I had a part in the rest of them. And my brother had a part, because my dad had two strapping boys. He had cheap labor to help build the house we grew up in. Dad built it with his two hands. And my mom and dad were together over 40 years. My grandparents were together over 40 years. So, and my wife and I were together 12 years before she passed. So, guys, you want to create something with the work of your hands. Do something, create something, because it's special. I wouldn't say this unless I was something that I was doing myself. There's a reason that Nicole loved me so much. There's something that I was doing that most men don't know how to do, or they've forgotten how to do it. And guys, I'm telling you, this is something you need to be doing. I'm telling you this because it's just what you got to do. And it's special when you make it yourself with the work of your hands. You build that bookshelf. You make that set of dresser drawers. Whatever your craft is, you create it with the work of your hands. Maybe your girlfriend likes to play the guitar. What if you built that guitar yourself? What if you know how to do that? What if that's your specialty? What if your girlfriend likes the guitar? You could build her a musical instrument. if that's your talent. Every man has a talent to do something with their hands. We're men. Do you know I met someone that didn't even know how to change a light bulb? True story. Most men today can't even change the tire on a car, and that's so sad. But I grew up at a time where we were taught to be men. And that's just the way it is. And again, guys, you're looking for something to give to that special someone. Make it yourself. And write a story. Make sure that that gift you make with your hardworking hands, that there's a story behind it too. And a reason you're giving it to. You want to authenticate it. And that's not a bad idea. Because you write that little letter, or you put something on a plaque, why what this means, what she means to you, what you see in her. You write something special, like an autograph. He did that on that set of dresser drawers, because when she turned it around, he handcrafted a message on that set of dressers. That message stayed on that set of dressers forever and ever. He put it on the back of the dresser drawer. He handcrafted a small, handwritten, short note, what she meant to him. And they ended up getting together 2 years later. Because he sowed seed, and then he had a harvest. She never forgot where those set of dressers came from. She never forgot. So guys, this is what you need to do. And I'm telling you from life experience. And when Hisayu gave me this 34 years ago, no, this is still on my wall. And I never forgot who she was. You just don't forget. You want to give them something that's going to last forever. Buying something from Amazon or Walmart, I'm sorry guys, that's not going to cut it. That's ridiculous. That's not how I play. That's not how I play ball. That's not how I was raised. Sandra did this for me with her own 2 hands. Now I don't expect all females to handcraft something or do something special. You know, whether it's Sandra, whether it's Hisayu, whether it's my wife. Yeah, I don't expect special. But that should tell you the character that I am, and the kind of man that I was. I mean, who else gets handwritten letters, handcrafted gifts, or gifts that last forever, and I still have them 30 years later? What does that tell you? So I practice what I preach. I wouldn't try to do something that I wouldn't do myself. Who knows? Maybe I'll meet some young lady and she might be special, and since I'm an artist, I'll just give her one of these, put it in a nice frame. Maybe I'll make the frame myself, write a nice little note. Even if I don't win her heart, who knows? We might meet again 5 years down the road, and she'll always remember what I did. She'll always, when she hangs that on the wall, like this hangs on my wall, day after day, it's still on the wall. When she sees it, she'll always remember who I was. Say, I never forgot who Hisayu Yamanaka was. That still hangs on my wall 34 years later. So guys, what do I get my special someone for Christmas? Valentine's is coming up next. Are you ready for that, guys? Do you know what you're supposed to do? I do. I must know something. Well, that's what I have to say. This is my 3rd take. I got all day to shoot this video. I may shoot 10 versions of it and upload the best version that I see fit. I don't have my Super Trooper lights on because this light right here is giving me all the light I need. My last version I wore a white shirt, too bright, so I wore a blue one this time. So yeah, guys, you gotta do something special. Make it yourself. When you make it with your hard-working hands, It's special. It has meaning and has purpose. Versus the other guy you're competing with, and you are competing. Whatever female you're interested in, I guarantee you're competing. And say, well, she's my girlfriend right now. You're still competing. Believe me. Even though she's your current girlfriend, there's 10 other guys who would swoop down and take her from you at any given time. The first time you make a mistake, you're out, they're in. This is the 21st century. This is the world we live in. Women have these black mirrors. See this? All they have to do is go on one of these things, and your history, bud. Just like that. Doop, 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 doop. Your history. So guys, even if you think you got a girlfriend, you think you're secure, you still got competition. You got competition just to hang on to her. She don't just go on to the next guy who can treat her better. You're always going to be in competition. Always. This is the 21st century. It used to not be that bad, but in this day and age, it most certainly is. Anyway, I want to thank you for tuning in. This is made hard copy. I didn't need my Super Trooper lights, and they get hot. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye. Where is that button?